Do you want your crypto to truly belong to you, not dependent on an exchange, an app, or the rules of a third-party service? As long as everything works, it may seem like the risks are minimal. But in reality, one thing decides it all: control. If access to your funds is defined by someone else's conditions, then it's no longer your crypto. Ledger offers the opposite approach: full personal control and offline key storage, only in the hands of the owner. Today we'll break down why millions of users trust this device, which model is right for you, and in what situations a cold wallet can truly save your capital. And the link to the official store is in the description below this video. Why do you need a cold wallet? Most people keep their crypto on exchanges or in mobile apps. It's convenient and fast until the moment of but. An exchange can restrict access, request documents, freeze withdrawals, or even leave the market entirely. Hot wallets are even more vulnerable. Phishing, viruses, leaked seed phrases, hacked smartphones, and everything is gone. At that moment, it becomes clear: if the key is stored by the service, the control is also with the service. A cold wallet solves the problem at its root. It doesn't store the coins themselves, it stores access to them, and that access belongs only to you. How Ledger works. Ledger is a physical device that generates the private key inside itself. The private key is created directly within the device. It is never copied and never leaves Ledger. Not to your phone, not to the internet, not to the cloud. Every transaction is confirmed manually on the device. Stealing crypto without the wallet itself and the PIN code is impossible. So even if your computer is hacked, your phone is stolen, or the exchange shuts down or disappears, your funds remain under your control. Transaction process. You create a transfer through Ledger Live or a D app. The device displays the amount, address, and network. You confirm the action manually, with a button or touchscreen, depending on the model. The signature is generated inside Ledger. Only the signature goes to the network, while the private key remains inside the device. So even if your phone is stolen, your PC infected with a virus, or the exchange shuts down, without Ledger and the PIN code, nobody can access your assets. As of today, a cold wallet is the most reliable way to store cryptocurrency. Links to the best models are in the description below this video. Ledger device lineup. Ledger Nano S Plus, the most affordable member of the Ledger family, connects via USB-C. No Bluetooth, but simple and reliable. Compact screen, yet enough functionality, with wide network support. A great choice for long-term crypto storage without frequent transfers. Nano S Plus is the ideal start for cold storage. Perfect as a primary wallet for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other assets, or as a backup option. Minimal entry threshold, ease of use, and reliability make it optimal for HODL strategies and passive portfolios. Ledger Nano X, an advanced version that adds convenience and mobility. Works both via cable and Bluetooth. Can connect directly to a smartphone without wires. Slightly larger screen, more comfortable to use, especially for regular transactions. Nano X is already a full-fledged working tool, best suited for those who actively move funds, participate in staking, and frequently interact with crypto. The balance of price and functionality makes it a universal choice for active users. Ledger Flex, the new generation of Ledger devices. Large touchscreen for easy management. Supports Bluetooth, NFC, and cable. Feels less like a flash drive and more like a complete crypto device. Ledger Flex is designed for those who actively work with DeFi, Web3, and dApps. Advantages: full transaction overview on the screen, less risk of mistakes. Perfect for NFTs, bridges, and Layer 2 networks. Ledger Stax, the flagship of the lineup, a premium device. Slim body, large screen, touchscreen controls, NFC, Bluetooth, and wireless charging. Maximum comfort and speed of operation. Ledger Stax is a choice for those who want everything at once. Ideal for large portfolios and active work with Web3 and DeFi. It feels like the iPhone of cold wallets. Stylish, convenient, and highly advanced. Why do people choose Ledger? Ledger is not just a crypto flash drive. It's a whole ecosystem that covers nearly all user needs and makes asset storage as reliable as possible. Hardware-level security. At the core of the device is the secure element. The private key is generated inside Ledger and never leaves it. Not to your phone, not to the cloud, not to any server. Only the transaction is signed, while the key always remains with the owner. Recovery and flexibility. The seed phrase, based on the BIP39 standard, allows you to restore your wallet on any compatible device, even years later. Lost, broken, or drowned your Ledger. Access is restored with the seed phrase. An additional level of protection is the passphrase, which creates a hidden wallet inside the main one. This is a solution for those managing serious amounts and wanting to split risks. The real strength of Ledger is not just the hardware, but everything around it. Support for more than 15,000 tokens and networks, including Layer 2, multi-chains, and NFTs. Management through Ledger Live. A single dashboard for portfolio, fees, transactions, staking, and yields. No KYC, no freezes, no intermediaries. Full control remains with the owner. Ledger is not just a device, it's your personal bank in your pocket, working anytime, anywhere, independent of exchanges, services, or rules. If this material was useful, now's the time to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new breakdowns. The other side of using Ledger. Ledger means reliability and control, but it's important to understand. The device doesn't perform magic with one click. To use it correctly, you need to keep a few things in mind. The seed phrase gives full access to the wallet. If someone sees it, you take a photo, lose it, or upload it to the cloud. Your crypto falls under someone else's control. There are no intermediaries here, responsibility lies entirely with the owner. This is both a plus and a minus. Ledger requires manual confirmation of every operation. You need to connect the device, enter the PIN, press a button or touch screen. It's a bit more complex than just tapping in a mobile app. For beginners, the process may seem less convenient, but it's exactly what ensures a high level of protection. Control over speed. Ledger is not designed for instant microtransactions. For quick operations, NFC wallets like Tangem are more convenient. Just tap the card. Ledger, on the other hand, makes the process more structured and secure. Price and model choice. Nano S Plus remains the most affordable option, but models with larger screens and extended functionality cost more, something to consider before buying. Ledger is not about being the most convenient. Ledger is about reliability and security when it comes to preserving capital and working thoughtfully with crypto, not just shuffling coins back and forth. Ledger is not just a device, it's also the software layer that unlocks its full functionality. That software is Ledger Live, an app for desktop and mobile that makes managing crypto simple and intuitive. Dashboard. After connecting your Ledger and launching the app, you'll see a dashboard that immediately shows total portfolio balance, asset distribution, growth and drawdown dynamics. You can add almost anything: Bitcoin, Ethereum, stablecoins, Layer 2, NFTs, and thousands of other tokens. Core features. Inside Ledger Live, all the essential tools are gathered in one place: sending and receiving funds, managing multiple addresses, installing apps for different coins, viewing transactions, fees, and network speed, staking directly from the interface, connecting to DeFi protocols and DApps, convenience and structure. Ledger Live eliminates the chaos of juggling multiple services and websites. Everything is consolidated in one place, like personal crypto banking. Choose a coin, click send or receive. Confirm the action on the device. Simple, logical, and without unnecessary steps. Security. Ledger Live does not store the private key. It only interacts with the device. Even if your phone is infected with malware, a transaction cannot be signed without Ledger. That's the essence. The interface is convenient, but the security always remains with the hardware. Connecting and setting up Ledger. First startup and wallet creation. Turn on Ledger and select the option to create a new wallet. The device generates a 24-word seed phrase. Special cards are included in the box for writing it down. Use only those. Important. Do not photograph it. Do not save it in notes. Do not upload it to the cloud. Only physical writing. Ledger displays the words one by one, you write them down, then the device checks correctness. From that moment, access to assets exists only for the owner of the seed phrase. The next step is setting up a PIN code. This is the local password that protects the device. If Ledger is stolen or someone tries to connect it without the PIN, the wallet is useless. Enter your PIN. Confirm. Done. Without the PIN, funds cannot be withdrawn. Adding coins and creating an address. Open the Ledger Live app, go to Accounts, Add Account. Select the assets you need. For example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDT, TRC20, Tron Network. Ledger automatically installs the required apps. To receive crypto, click Receive. The device displays the address on its own screen. Verify it manually. This is critical. Even if your personal computer is infected, Ledger always shows the true address. If it matches, everything is safe, accept. Sending your first transaction. In Ledger Live, select Send. Enter the recipient's address and the amount. Ledger displays the transaction details on its screen. Confirm manually. Only after that does the transaction go to the network. Until physical confirmation is pressed, nobody can withdraw your funds. Thus, connecting Ledger is not just plug and play. It's a step-by-step setup where each stage strengthens security and makes the wallet fully controlled by the owner. Connecting Ledger to MetaMask and working with DeFi. In MetaMask, choose Connect Hardware Wallet. Select Ledger. The address is imported, but the private key stays inside the device. MetaMask never stores the seed phrase. This means, even if MetaMask is hacked, funds cannot be withdrawn. Every transaction requires confirmation on Ledger. DeFi becomes significantly safer. Example, swap in DeFi. Go to Uniswap or any other DEX. Choose a swap, for example, ETH to USDT. Click swap. MetaMask sends the request. Ledger displays the transaction details. Check the data, confirm manually, receive USDT. NFT, Web3, and Layer 2. Ledger works on the same principle across other areas: buying, selling, and minting NFTs. Interacting with Arbitrum, Optimism, ZK Sync, and other Layer 2 networks. Connecting to Web3 apps and bridges. Every request is displayed on the Ledger screen, and only after manual confirmation does the transaction go to the network. In case the device is lost, your assets don't disappear. They always remain on the blockchain. Get a new Ledger. Select Restore Wallet. Enter your 24 words. Access is fully restored. Ledger can be lost. The seed phrase? Never. If you enjoy this format and like the way it's presented, join our Telegram channel. There you'll find daily useful posts from our team, and you already know where to find the link. Ledger is not only about storing coins, it's also full-scale work with Web3 applications, NFTs, and multi-chains. Through Ledger Live, you can securely hold NFTs on Ethereum, Polygon, BNB Chain, Avalanche, and other networks. Track collections, view transactions, confirm operations manually. Tokens are not stored in the app. The key remains inside the device. That means they cannot be stolen remotely. Layer 2 and DeFi. Ledger supports Layer 2 networks: Arbitrum, Optimism, ZK Sync, Base. Any DApps that work through MetaMask or another Web3 wallet can be connected to Ledger. This means you can interact with DeFi protocols, farm and swap tokens, mint and sell NFTs, all with hardware protection. How it works. The scenario is always the same. Open a DApp. Connect via a Web3 wallet. Ledger displays the transaction details. You confirm manually with a button or touchscreen. The transaction is sent to the network. Ledger gives you all the Web3 capabilities of hot wallets, but removes the biggest risk. Nobody can sign a transaction on your behalf. Ledger is an excellent tool for long-term storage, DeFi, and maximum capital protection. But it's important to understand it's not for everyone, when convenience matters more than control. If your scenario is tap your phone, pay, walk away, Ledger may feel too complex. In this case, Tangem Wallet is more convenient. An NFC card, instant confirmation, no seed phrase. Everything is as simple as possible, but the level of control is lower, when budget plays a key role. If device price is critical and you only need basic functionality, SafePal is a good start. It's cheaper, suitable for smaller amounts. Its features are enough for basic use, but the ecosystem and security level are simpler compared to Ledger. Ledger is the choice when control and security are the priority, not speed and minimal effort. For everyday quick operations, there are lighter options. But if ownership and asset management truly matter, Ledger remains unmatched. Final comparison. Ledger, maximum protection, control, and advanced crypto management capabilities. SafePal, budget option, cheaper, but with simpler functionality and lower security. Tangem, leader in convenience and speed, perfect for everyday operations. If your goal is to preserve capital and be confident in its safety, choose Ledger. If ease and quick access matter more, alternatives like Tangem or SafePal are available. Which Ledger is right for you? Ledger Nano S Plus. If you're just starting with cold storage and want a reliable wallet without extra costs, this is the best entry point. Simplicity, security, and minimal price make it ideal for first steps. Ledger Nano X. For those who actively move funds and work from a smartphone, Nano X is the most convenient option. Bluetooth removes half the routine and makes usage highly comfortable. Ledger Flex. If your world is DeFi, dApps, Layer 2, and NFTs, Flex is the optimal choice. Large screen, smooth interface, and comfortable transaction confirmations make it a tool for advanced Web3 users. Ledger Stax. The flagship model, a premium device for those who want the maximum. Stylish design, large screen, extended features. This is the top-tier ledger for those who value convenience as much as security. Wrapping up. Do you want your crypto to always remain under your control, without freezes, leaks, or unexpected restrictions? That's exactly what Ledger provides. Independence, security, and confidence in the future. The link to the official store is in the description below this video. Choose the model that fits you, get your cold wallet, and start storing assets the way those who are in the industry seriously and for the long run do. If this video was helpful, hit like and drop a comment about which ledger you chose and why. We'll keep creating content that helps you understand Web3 and use it safely. See you in the next video.